And welcome to Hannity. The fourth Republican debate is now in the books, and tonight many pundits are saying that Texas Senator Ted Cruz had one of the strongest performances of the night. Now, he came out swinging on the topic of illegal immigration and more. Watch this.
If Republicans join Democrats as the party of amnesty, we will lose. The politics of it would be very, very different if a bunch of lawyers or bankers were crossing the Rio Grande, or if a bunch of people with journalism degrees were coming over and driving down the wages in the press. And I will say, for those of us who believe people ought to come to this country legally and we should enforce the law, we're tired of being told it's anti-immigrant. It's offensive. I am the son of an immigrant who came legally from Cuba to seek the American dream. And we can embrace legal immigrations while believing in the rule of law.
Joining us now with reaction, the man himself, 2016 Republican presidential candidate, Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Senator, I thought you had a huge night last night. Congratulations to you. Let's go to the number one poll-tested line of the night was that line on immigration that you used. You're tired of it. You know, we're being told we're anti-immigrant. It's offensive. Explain more.
Well, Sean, thank you. It's great to be with you. You know, I have to say, I suspect an awful lot of Republicans were having the same reaction I was as we were listening to the debate, which is that we saw one Republican after another giving an ode to amnesty, one after the other saying how we needed to be compassionate and we needed to just forgive the 12 million who came here legally and presumably put them all on a path to citizenship. And I got to say, my reaction as I was listening to that, I was just getting angrier and angrier. Look, there is nothing compassionate about a bunch of politicians saying, I'm so compassionate, I'm going to give away your job. Because that's what they're saying. None of them are losing their job, but they're happy to tell working men and women across this country that your job can be taken away by people coming here illegally.
You know, Senator, let me add to that point. Because you're right. The more people that cross the border, more competition. We have 94.5 million Americans that are out of the labor force right now. And it also drives down wages. Now, but this is another point. Conventional wisdom, we hear this all the time, Senator, is that, oh, if Republicans are too hard on immigrants, on illegal immigrants, it's going to cost them the Hispanic vote. What is your answer to that?
That it's utter nonsense. Number one, in 2012, when I was running for Senate in Texas, I won 40% of the Hispanic vote at the exact same time that Mitt Romney was getting clobbered with 27% of the Hispanic vote nationwide. And when I ran for Senate in Texas, I was unambiguously against amnesty. We can compete vigorously in the Hispanic community without abandoning our principles. But number two, if we just agree with Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton on amnesty, Republicans will lose. Why? Because millions of working men and women, millions of Reagan Democrats will stay home to say, to heck with all of them. They're all in the pockets of the big banks and Wall Street and K Street and the lobbyists. They don't care about us. The way we win, Sean, is we run a populist campaign fighting for working men and women who want to believe again in the promise of America, and we run it against the bipartisan corruption of Washington. And I'll say this. If Republicans nominate a candidate who has embraced amnesty, it means we give up that issue in 2016. It means both candidates, the Republicans and the Democrat, will be supporters of amnesty. That is a ticket to losing this general election.
It's fascinating what emerged last night. One of the things I like the most about... I have a few fans back there, Senator. One of the things I like, we got to last night, I thought the best debate in as much as we got a comparison, people comparing and contrasting economic plans, America's role in the world and foreign policy, and on this immigration debate. Everybody seemed to agree we've got to secure the border. That never happens. Everybody says it will happen.
Yep.
So let's say we do secure the border. Then they have the question of those people that broke our laws, didn't respect our sovereignty. What do we do?
Well, look, I think we need to solve this problem one step at a time. You don't have to solve everything at once. That's the fallacy of comprehensive reform. We need to start with actually securing the borders. And one of the nice things is, actually, existing federal law is quite robust. If you look at federal law, it is federal law today that there should be 700 miles of double-layered fencing built along our southern
where
border.
is it?
The Obama administration, we have about 30 miles built. If I'm elected president, we will build all 700 miles. What's missing is the presidential will to get it done.
Senator,